What up, everybody? Power Book 2 Ghost Season 2, Episode 5. Tariq was trying to get custody of Yaz and had a custody hearing that he couldn't miss. Otherwise, Yaz would have went back into foster care until Estelle finished dealing with her DWI. But prior to this, Tariq had lied to Monet about being involved in Jabari Reynolds' murder and also got caught trying to get info about Cain's new plug, which she told him not to get caught doing. But in the process of getting caught, Cain got a hold of Tariq's phone and found out about Tariq's custody hearing and let Monet know because she was looking for a weakness to have on Tariq. So on the way into the custody hearing, Monet was outside of the courthouse and told Tariq to get into her car with a pistol on her lap. Tariq got into the car and Monet let him know that this was the consequences of his actions. But Tariq got out of the car just in time by telling Monet that she's on an island and that she doesn't even know it, and went on to tell her about all three of her children lying and betraying her, and that she'd even know what was going on and how she needed him. I said all that because right now, Noma finds herself in a very similar situation. She's on an island also, and she might even know it, but at the same time, I don't think she realizes exactly how surrounded and vulnerable she actually is. So far in Season 4, we've seen another side of Noma compared to the ruthless, powerful drug lord we were introduced to in Season 3. This season, we've got to see Noma up close and personal and got to look into her personal life in Season 4. Right now, Noma is completely reliant on Cain replacing both Mecca and Obi and is running Noma's operation in the streets, as well as Effie, who's the distributor for the Ivy Leagues, and the only reason that Noma was able to make the deal with the Russians work. Davis McLean on the legit side of things, trying to help her with her jet part business, and he also took care of the paperwork for Obi. Then her daughter, the person Noma cares about the most, is hooking up with Noma's enemy, Tariq St. Patrick. She also has her security guards and her soldiers who are assigned to protect her and her daughter. But these are hired guns who aren't loyal to Noma like that, but more their paycheck. Noma also talks to her soldiers crazy like we saw in episode 1, so they could easily get paid off for the right price as well. Noma is also sleeping with both Cain and Davis McLean, and even though Noma is feeling more comfortable around them and feeling like she can trust them, she might be sleeping with the enemy, her and her daughter alike. Starting off with Cain who right now is Noma's closest ally. And when Cain is your closest ally, that's already a loss. Because Cain once told Tariq in Season 1 he don't care about Tariq, Jabari, or anybody else for that matter. Cain cares only about himself, and even though he is a mama's boy, he will still put himself first even over his own family. And to be an ally of Cain usually ends with a knife to the back. Tariq thought he was cool with Cain until Cain sent bars to the Stansfield pool to take him out. Lil Guap thought he was cool with Cain, and the past was the past, but when they needed a scapegoat, Cain set Lil Guap up to get killed by Drew. This was also when Cain set up a whole heist against his boss at the time, Mecca, robbing him of his product and the Blue Diamond ring. In Season 3, the Castillos thought they were in alliance with the Tejadas until their whole family got wiped out. Like the hallucination of Cain told Tariq when Tariq was locked up, sometimes it be the ones closest to you. And that is the exact same thing right now with Noma. If she does end up getting knocked off this season, Cain could definitely be the one to do it. Especially adding the dynamic that Noma is sleeping with both Cain and Davis. And Davis wouldn't care, but Cain, on the other hand, will definitely be in his feelings when he finds out, because he even fought for Noma's honor in the ring against Zion. Noma is also very reliant on Effie, not only because she moves a lot of weight for Noma through the Ivy Leagues, but because without Effie, her arrangement with the Russians would be fragile and possibly even be over with. But at the same time, Effie does not plan on being in the life forever, and is already in the process of filling out applications for the Stansfield Robotics program. But Noma doesn't know about this, and neither would she agree with it. So at some point, this is also going to come to a head as well. It was Effie's idea in the first place to target Noma's daughter, Anya. And Effie knows that Noma is responsible for killing Anya's father, Francesco Lombardi. Anya saw both Cain and Effie at Noma's house one day and asked Noma who they were. But Noma tried distracting her by telling her that she should have the chef make her something to eat. But Anya also saw Cain with Noma again when she was at the party to kill Tariq, and Anya walked in. When Noma and Cain walked out the club, he told Noma just give him the word and he would take care of Tariq. But Noma told him her worlds were too close together right now, because Tariq also knows that Noma killed Anya's father and could use this as leverage against Noma also. And we know that Tariq plans to use Anya to his advantage against Noma, because after he got done talking to Brayden about getting leverage, he turned around and texted Anya. And they plan on getting together on Sunday, so we should definitely see that happen in episode 6 sometime. But if Tariq is able to use Anya as leverage against Noma, like he did at the party, and then if Effie is even able to get leverage over Noma through Anya, Cain is going to be watching all this and looking at it like a weakness that he could take advantage of. Once Cain realizes that Anya is Noma's Achilles heel, he could definitely make a move against her and try to get an introduction to Noma's plug. And something I didn't mention earlier when talking about Cain being a threat is Monet, and how Monet already has a problem with Noma. So Noma even has to worry about Monet being in Cain's ear and finally getting him to switch sides and coming back and working with her, like she's already tried doing. And the final threat to Noma is the other man she's sleeping with, Davis McLean. Episode 3, Tariq specifically sent Davis to get close to Noma. And even though we didn't hear the entire conversation, Davis was trying to hook up with Noma from the first time he went to talk to her. This could have been part of Tariq's plan, but at the same time, this could have just been Davis's natural instinct kicking in. But Davis finally got in with Noma at the end of episode 5, as he continues to earn Noma's trust by helping her out with Wiley Adams. Looking at it this way, the closer Davis gets to Noma, the closer Tariq gets. Because Davis isn't just sleeping with Noma, he's learning more and more about her. Right now he knows about her jet part business. What else will he learn about in part 2? Because he could be taking all this info back to Tariq. Next time Noma's at dinner with Wiley, it could even be Tariq showing up like Zion did. Either though I don't see this happening, this just goes to show how vulnerable Noma is right now. So if Noma's going to survive, she will need to take back her power immediately and be more like who we saw in season 3. But the question though, is it too late? Is she already too reliant on other people to gain her power back now? She isn't even in a position like Milan was with Ghost and Tommy, where he learned their business and could have replaced them if he wanted to. Noma is way too comfortable, sitting back, living her life of luxury and relying on others. This could possibly be her downfall, as well as killing her lieutenant Obi, who questioned Noma's decision making time and time again in season 3 the closer she let the crew get to her. And there you have it. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.